Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Aluminum Tarot. Thanks so much for joining today. We will be doing the Will to Power spread for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. So I put the macro, or the image stabilization on in a different angle so that way we can get a better angle of what we're doing here. Again, constantly a work in progress right now, trying to make sure that I've got the right settings for the camera and everything. Testing out the microphone, see if that works as well to kind of help bring some clarity to the voice a bit. And this will continue indefinitely, so be prepared to be a long-term guinea pig for this YouTube channel. Anyways, it's a pleasure to have you here. If you like what you see here, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, ding that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates for future postings. And also, if you would like a personal reading with me, that's in tune with your specific energies, please be sure to give me a ring at the information provided in the description box below. So we're going to now go to Capricorn, the Will to Power spread, which is it's a tarot spread for empowerment, self-empowerment, and more so what I like to refer to as apotheosis. This is a long-standing concept of you could say deification, but for me, what I like to see it as pulling yourself up, ascending to the highest, in the most pinnacle, the highest point of your spiritual development as much as possible. And so doing this allows us to become stronger, wiser, and additionally more capable of handling the challenges in life. We are constantly doing this through our evolution and learning our karma, overcoming that and surpassing it, so that way we can become more enlightened in this particular lifetime. That said, we're going to go ahead and see what's got in store for Capricorn. I'm rising. I was going to do it for June 2024. I have since then, reconsidered that, because this could be current energy. It could actually be an ongoing energy, something that you need to work on. So it's whenever you get the homework assignment, you have unlimited time to do it. Trust me, the universe has all the time in itself to get people to learn their karmic lessons. Capricorn, Will to Power. How will Capricorn exercise their will to power? Two more. How will Capricorn exercise their will to power? All right. Got that deck. Gone them on. Let's see if I can actually do it with this finger instead. So, okay, so that's your current energy. I like this way. What is the current challenge? Wait, no one comes up right. There we go. Current challenge. Now we're going to look at the strengths. Okay, this is going to get old very quickly. Let me just go ahead and go back to the old trusty. Now, right, Capricorn strengths. That's Queen of Wands. It's a very good one. What are Capricorn's weaknesses? Empress in the reverse. All right. What about the supporting forces around Capricorn. Right, strength in reverse. How will Capricorn ascend and find their success? Queen of Cups. And let's clarify that Queen of Cups. That's the Five of Swords. Interesting. How will Capricorn fail? There we go. So Leo just had this. So if you got Leo and Capricorn in the same one, in your chart, predominantly Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, or any significant placements, this is probably going to resonate with you. So I'll check the Leo reading out along with this one. So we have here the Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely you moving towards stability, finding a new outlet for making money, or for starting a project that is going to be of long-lasting substance. Now we look at what's taking place in here, and we see that you have where you are now is the Sun. You're very clear on what you want. You're pretty happy, actually. You're very content with the way life is going at this particular moment. The challenge for you, though, however, is kind of this feeling of stagnation. It's almost like a feeling of contentment. Even though you're happy with the way things are going with your life, you feel that things have become a bit stagnant and you're not actually making progress on certain things that you want to do. Because we do have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like you've kind of, put away some of the things that are important to you. Normally, in the Two of Pentacles in the upright, it's a person that's juggling, multiple things, making sure that they're adaptable with the things that they want to accomplish and achieve, making sure that they're balancing their work and life balance, their work and home, family balance. And, even, your time and your money and your energy, all the things that you have value. And that's what the Two of Pentacles would relate to. However, in the reverse right here, it shows that, it's become difficult for you to kind of adhere to certain kind of routines that would actually allow you to make that progress. So it's kind of like a lazy happiness. And, this can happen in periods of our lives where either A, we kind of feel like we've gotten into a rut, or B, we consider whether or not we're making strides in the things that we want to achieve and accomplish in our lives. Is not much, it's not a very ambitious one here. And that's kind of strange considering that Capricorn is kind of the sign that rules ambition. Right here, actually, your biggest strength is actually being creative and confident and ambitious and going after what you want and being able to attract the things that you need, because you have the Queen of Wands here. And it's a very interesting card, the way that it's drawn up. But in the weakness aspect, your biggest weakness is failing to do that. So you have the Queen of Wands, is that you're creative and confident, but that potential there, it's almost like you can start some of the things that you're passionate about, but you're not able to finish them. So because you would have the Queen of Wands, that's a card of fire. So that's initiating things, generally speaking. But the Empress is the one that grows it into abundance. It's the one that gestates things into their completion. So the Empress would be like the mother. So you can easily get a person pregnant, but that doesn't mean that that's going to come to fruition later down the road. It's what well, dare I say that word? Early termination is kind of what I'm getting here, in their energy for Capricorn. So it's like you get things started and then you fall back on them, but you don't actually see them to their end. And that can actually sabotage the things that, matter the most to you, because it urges you to put things, put the time, money, energy, and effort into the things that would actually help to push that forward. So that Two of Pentacles in the reverse, what that's doing, even though you have that desire within you, and you are able to get some of the things that you want by attracting them in, or by being confident and strong-willed and trying to get them. The thing is that they don't end up coming into their full potential. They don't realize their full potential, because then it's like a bit of start and stop energy there. The thing that's supporting you is you have the Strength in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Generally, when I say that, something is supporting you, most people would take that as, oh, well, this is the thing that's going to help you to become successful. No, it's the thing that is the most prominent, the energy that's the most prominent in your life, that is actually leading you towards the path that you're currently on. With this, we have the Strength in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So that's 10 of Wands. Oh, sorry, it's the 9 of Wands, not Strength in the reverse. 9 of Wands and the Ace of Wands in the reverse, that's the 10 of Wands in the reverse. It's basically giving up, and normally giving up too soon, right before you get to the finish line. The 9 of Wands is normally a person who's the wounded warrior. They're the type that would actually fight very hard and valiantly to achieve something, some kind of goal. And the 10 of Wands would actually be that completion. It's like you're nearly there, you see your house and the burden that you've been carrying, you finally lay it down on your doorstep. However, with this Ace of Wands, it normally indicates that you've got kind of like false starts. Again, that kind of, goes into what I was talking about a bit earlier with, not being able to see things through to completion. Then I pull the Ace of Wands in the verse. And so that basically clarifies exactly what I said. So the tarot is definitely leading me on the right path to what I'm speaking to you about. So when we see this, Nine of Wands in the reverse, which is giving up, Ace of Wands in the reverse, which is a false start, or a lack of passion, or a lack of drive or ambition to actually achieve that. When you put the two of those together, that's the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Plus you have the Queen of Wands and your Strength. So it's like, what it's saying to me is that although you have what it takes to achieve a goal that you've wanted, say, for example, you wanted to start a project, you never finished that project. Maybe you've wanted to get on a routine, you haven't finished that, you haven't seen that routine through, because for you, it's been difficult for you to sustain that effort. And I kept reading that as strength at first because it has the words strength on here, but it is the Nine of Wands. But normally, when you talk about the Strength card, it's a card that indicates that someone is able to sustain the energy meant to drive something to its completion. So, for example, that's why it's a Leo card, because it's a fire sign and it's a fixed fire. So it's a sustained passion towards something. That's why Leos are very, very strong-willed and opinionated, and that, some would say like they're wrapped in their ego. It's not necessarily the case all the time. I've known plenty of Leo that's very, very compassionate and very, very willing to share and everything. They're very magnanimous. And also, you would even see the Leo as kind of like a mother figure as well. However, with this Empress as the weakness, it's like you're not able to use that maternal, capability, fertility or fecundity, to germinate the thing that you want to achieve or accomplish. So what this is going to do is it's going to lead you into the final bit of cards here. This is the Queen of Cups. So if you want to be successful, for example, you would need to channel the Queen of Cups and then the Five of Swords. This, to me, tells the things that you feel deeply about, the things that you really, really care about. You have to be ruthless in the pursuit of those things. If you get on a diet, you need to obsess over that, make sure you get it done, keep that routine, and get everything, sorted in. If you wanted to you know, paint a picture. You need to go out, you need to study, you need the Five of Swords is basically winning at all costs. And that can be sometimes a good thing, that Machiavellian ruthlessness. I'm not saying that, everyone needs to be that way, but sometimes with the things that you really want, you have to say to yourself, like, hey, I'm going to get this done. And I'm going to get this done even if I have to take a dent. Like, say, quick story for me. Like when I was learning how to ride a motorbike or something like that, I ended up failing the exam twice. And that was for the mod 2. In the UK, the exam's broken up into two sections. The first is all your maneuvers and everything, the mod 1. And then you have the mod 2, which is the road test. And I kept getting tested. And there's one place where I kept cocking it up every single time. And so I forced the teachers to kind of get me to test at the original place I wanted to go to because I was more familiar and confident with the roads. Had I not been a bit more ruthless and forthcoming with it, I would have failed that course again and then never gotten into bike riding. But because I was like, this needs to get done this way now, um, they gave me the chance and actually passed, the mod 2. So that's one example of it. If you wanted to, you know, what's another story I could see? Sometimes, people who become artists or they become actors or actresses and things like that, they sometimes have to they have to sacrifice a lot in order for them to get that thing that they feel the closest to. The Queen of Cups energy would be like very nurturing, very compassionate towards. And they're just like, okay, I'm going to get this, even if I have to take even if I have to take a bit of a nosedive and like my financial resources or have to sacrifice, a few hot meals every now and then, or even have to go without showering or whatever, whatever you have to give up. Um, that is what that would say. You have to channel that kind of go-getter attitude, but additionally, it has to be done from the position where you're willing to make some sacrifices and compromises. However, the way you're going to fail, and this is what it says here, judgment, it's all about the past and second chances, but additionally, judgment, it's weird to have the justice here as well. Um, Justice and judgment, I feel, are so intertwined oftentimes in life. And with this judgment card, what it shows to me is that the things that that you have considered in the past, if you don't go back and give those things a second chance, that, especially the things you felt really passionate about, it's almost like you're self-sabotaging, which is in the Seven of Swords, which is theft, but it is personal theft, like you missing out on opportunities to make the things in your life happen. So theft is different than a Four of Cups, where it's like a missed opportunity, and then something just doesn't happen. Theft is you deliberately or even unconsciously sabotaging your potential, your potential to do great things, to make a great work, or to leave a legacy of some sorts. Without, channeling the energy necessary to see something through to its completion, you'll end up in this judgment in the reverse energy, which is basically not going back to revisit it again, or not making a solid decision, or maybe even the universe even shutting the doors on something that you really, really wanted to do, and that becoming a regret for the rest of your life. Damn it, I wish I had done that thing. That's the thing that that's the thing that I felt in my life I would have said if I had not kept going forward with those exams. Damn it, if I had just, tested at that other place, I would have passed the exam and I wouldn't be sat here on a push bike going through, London Central or, wherever. It's sometimes you have to go the distance, you have to put the energy forward, you have to be ruthless in the pursuit of your passions sometimes. Think about all the great people of this world. They stepped on toes, they cut people out of their life, they were ruthless in their pursuits, and that's why they made the history books. And that's the difference between someone who actually makes the history books and someone who's not willing to do that, or gets scudded to the side. Sometimes being lackadaisical about life, you're not going to see the things that you really want happen, and you'll be a passive bystander. So for a Capricorn reading, that's pretty rough to deal with, but this is just for the Capricorns that it resonates with, not necessarily everyone, but it's something to consider and to keep in mind. Get out there and do exactly what it is that you really want to do, because I think that you really have the capabilities of doing that. And additionally, um, I see you making great things happen. So that's really the reading for today. Thanks so much for joining. This is Aluminum Tarot. Reading for Capricorn, the Will to Power spread. We have 3 more signs to read for. If you like what you saw here, please give a like, share, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates. And also, additionally, if you would like a personal reading in tune with your energies with me, feel free to reach out to me at the information provided in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to read for you, and love and light.